Hi everyone. I have been wanting to make videos for some time now. A lot of my friends have been posting these really inspiring, invigorating, just super transparent videos of themselves and their process and the work that they're doing. And I feel like it's time, you know? A part of me wanted to edit, to, learn video editing and all the tools and make it just right, just so I can show up perfectly for this. And then I realized, nah, you know what? I'm gonna challenge myself, and I'm just gonna post it, just as is. The beauty of being human is the imperfection. That is where the power lies. It's the messiness. It is showing up authentically and not having it be perfect. Allowing it to come through in just the way that it wants to, and that's why I'm coming up for me right now. Something that's been surfacing in the past few days especially has been resistance. And that has been resistance to personal greatness is what I would call it. And for me personally, it was coming up as, the desire to have something outside of myself validate me, to have something, teaching me, things that I will be needing to step into without actually doing the action. I have quite a bit of tools in my tool belt. I have quite a bit of experience, but there's this bigger step that I'm ready to embrace, this full embodiment of my power. And of course that is bringing up resistance. It's uncomfortable. It feels like, okay, I'm not quite ready for it. I need to do more. I need to sign up for another program. I was about to sign up and invest in this program that sounded fascinating, and I'm sure it would have served me, and it was definitely aligned with what I'm going into. But when I really, stepped into myself and took the time to ask, is this something that I truly need, or is this stemming from a pattern of resistance? Resistance to being, to doing something, to allowing my full potential to rise. And I realized it was, it's been this ongoing pattern in my life to, have external establishments, external programs and, the schooling system, grades, different aspects that were in my outside world define my greatness, define my worth, define my readiness for whatever it was. I have to get my accreditation. I have to get numerous certifications. I have to build up my cards just right, get everything aligned so I can do this. I haven't been feeling like I had what it takes within me, when all along, this is where the wisdom lies. This is where the power lies. It is within me. I have these codes. I have these teachings. There is nothing outside of me other than, experience that's going to allow me to do the work that I'm here to do. And I realized that I am ready to let go of this pattern. I'm ready to let go of this resistance that shows up as procrastination in my path. Even though I'm constantly doing, and I'm constantly applying myself, I'm not fully taking action steps. I'm not taking that big plunge into the unknown, that full yes. I am showing up for myself, that I am doing what I need to get done, and I am not afraid. I'm acknowledging the fear, and I'm, allowing myself to feel, but I'm releasing it through my action. And what I'm trying to say is that, the muse of inspiration, our internal spark of this is it, our internal yes, whether that is within our purpose, within a relationship, something that wants to be birthed and created through us, this seed, that we are cultivating to bring forth into the world. It requires us to do conscious actions, to create intentional steps in the physical to making it happen, to embodying it, to bringing it to life. And that is the masculine essence of the energy. It is the container. It is the physical embodiment of our movement into, creating our dreams, into really embodying our full essence. And the muse is the divine feminine. It is the movement. It is the flow. It is the inspiration. It is formless. And how do we pair the two, and create the alchemical harmony in making it happen? And I've been realizing that my resistance was programmed into this: I'm never fully ready. I have to keep learning. I have to keep studying. I am standing in between creation and inspiration and action, full embodied action. Even though I've been taking action steps, they haven't been as consistent. They haven't been this embodiment of a disciplined movement, a disciplined, not just being and doing, but the full embodiment of trust in the work that I'm doing, in who I am, in my worth. And I realized that this is it. This is time, that I've been waiting long enough to make this happen. And I don't need any more programs. I don't need anything else outside of myself other than myself to make this happen. And I invite you to sit with that. Sit with your inspiration and ask yourself, what is the resistance of making this happen? Here is my drive. Here is my vision. And, here is the resistance. Here's some fear that's coming up. And what does that resistance bring up in terms of patterns for you? What would be your regular pattern? Something like an action, something, some kind of a habitual thing that you would fall into when you would feel that resistance initially. I invite you to sit with that and observe that. What is that for you? For me, it was needing something external to validate me, to teach me, to provide mentorship. Even though mentorship is, needed, in my case, I needed to act more so than learn anything else. And I'm just curious, what is it for you? What is that pattern, and what is how's the resistance showing up in your life? And what are some ways that you can, embrace both the masculine and feminine, the inspiration, the muse, the movement that drives us, along with the action, the solid plan, the intentional steps of I'm going to show up for myself. This is scary. I'm, fully showing up for my greatness. This might feel a little uncomfortable, but this is also so rewarding and so needed. This is the time that we show up for ourselves, as we show up for the world, because the world needs us. And, just by acknowledging where our resistance lies, that is how we know that is where our ultimate power lies, that we are more than capable, that we have all the knowledge and all the codes within us to make this happen. And yes, thank you so much for being present with me today. I look forward to making many more videos to come, and sending you tons of blessings on this beautiful night.